All right, let's up the difficulty just a little bit with this question. Will's basketball rival, Marcus Stokes, shares jersey number 31 with which former Dallas Mavericks star?
Was it Jason Terry, Tyson Chandler, Jason Kidd, or Dirk Nowitzki? Please don't answer Dirk Nowitzki.
You're looking live and down at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Trent in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Lakers, Kyle Kuzma is out there with Caldwell Pope. Then it's Matthews. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Gasol at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Matthews finds James. And the 3 off target. Lillard outside. Pass to Trent. Portland moving the ball around. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Lillard against James. Lillard misses.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's Jones. And the layup's good off the glass.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Back to James. Shoots over Lillard. James, no good.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And Kanter throws it down.
The sheer strength of Kanter really coming through there. Throws it down with intent.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's James, and the dunk by James.
What about the courage right there? Sacrificing his body to get the high percentage attempt at the rim.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Lillard, and again, it's Portland converting.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
James looking it over. Now the pass to Gasol from outside the arc. No good from LeBron. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They lead by 4. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
Probably looking for more of the same here. As we know, a deep bench so crucial to any team's success.
Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Passes to Matthews. Now here's Kuzma. On the wing, James. Covered by Lillard. 5 to shoot. There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
Lillard up top. James covering. Lillard misses.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Caldwell Pope finds Kuzma. Back to Caldwell Pope. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And Caldwell Pope, a solid shooter, and I think he'll only get better with time.
Lillard scanning the floor. It's Jones on the wing. Trying to find Cantor. Gets it to him. It's tipped. Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to Washington. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here's Caruso. 11-point game his last outing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Jones slams it home.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Horton Tucker. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Portland out in front, up by 4. And the second quarter. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but Damian Lillard.
When I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Montrezl Harrell is out there with Markieff Morris. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 spot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. This is his first trip to the line tonight. Greg, is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Good on both. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Pass to Simons. Anthony on the wing. That one goes in.
And when Melo's driving like that, good luck stopping him. He is welcoming that kind of contact.
Lakers trail by 5. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Caldwell Pope passes to Horton Tucker. Beyond the arc. They get it again.
That's what Harrell does. He's in there mixing it up, and he goes right back up for a shot.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Cantor throws it down.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Caruso kicks to Harrell. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Morris for 3. No good on that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And Jones slams it in.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Caldwell Pope outside. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Here's Caldwell Pope. Portland grabs the miss.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
A 3-ball. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. LeBron's checked in for the Lakers. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard comes in for Derek Jones. Portland no good that time either.
The D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can give him.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And there's the problem. Lillard just too quick and too shifty to stop cold on any dribble drive.
James against Hood. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
You talk to opposing coaches and how they scheme for LeBron James. The amazing thing is they talk about how he sees every facet of the game, not just what he needs to run, but how it is that he can make it difficult for opposing offenses.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Trent's checked in. Lillard and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, he can shoot the 3, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
And here is LeBron. He's coming off a 31-point game against Washington. And Anthony sends it back.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
Takes it out to Covington. He dishes it to Lillard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And for a guy who entered the league as a terrific free throw shooter, Damian Lillard is now among the elite of the elite from the stripe. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And so it's Portland heading to the bench with a 7-point lead. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Portland was looking great right away. An exceptional game plan helped them open with a... And that does it for our...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the 2. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's James, and LeBron throws it down.
Yeah, Yeah, you wonder when LeBron James wants to have one of those big nights when he gets going like this. We could be in for a great show.
Here's Lillard. Cantor, the pass to Covington. Lillard against LeBron. Another shot. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
Three young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. To the wing right side. Back to LeBron. But they'll get another chance. Stolen by Cantor. Gasol with the steal. The shot misses.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
LeBron up top. 12 points for him. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Well, you got to try to keep LeBron away from the post as much as possible. That time, too deep, turns around, and gets the dunk.
Here's Lillard. And there's the pass to Covington. Kicks it to Cantor. Just 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Second shot opportunity. Passes it to Lillard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Los Angeles with some changes. Horton Tucker's checked in. And it's Alex Caruso in for LeBron. Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Here's Trent. Drops in the layup for 2. Trent's got the lead up to 11 now for Portland.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Markieff Morris comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. It's tipped. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Robert Covington.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Portland moving the ball around. Anthony down low, covered by Morris. Anthony's shot is off. Harrell the pass to Horton Tucker. And now Portland on the break. Here's Simons. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
The Trailblazers on offense. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Out to Hood. Outside Anthony. Clock at 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Melo can just go right through any sort of contact down low.
The Trailblazers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And both free throws good for Anthony.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Over to the wing. Pass to Caruso. Los Angeles with another miss. Trailblazers leading by 17. Pass to Hood. Four seconds left. He takes it up and lays it in.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers taking an... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. We've got Markieff Morris. He's out there with Montrezl Harrell. And it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. 5 on the clock. Anthony kicks to Hood. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 4 rebounds in this game. LeBron outside. There's the pass to Horton Tucker. Back to James. Shot from the top of the key. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 16th rebound on the night. To the right side. Simons the pass to Cantor. And good that time. Cantor's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Trailblazers.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Passes it to Horton Tucker. It's deflected. Hood with it. He's picked up by James. Out to the right wing. To the paint. Here's Caruso. And finished off by LeBron.
All right, the coaches are going to ask you to stay in front of LeBron James, but seriously, you want to get in front of that?
Lillard outside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals, and they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
James right side. Here's Horton Tucker. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Just such a physical force. LeBron James, sensational at reading the play and using his size to get possession.
Lillard with it. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Fast break, the Lakers.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Lillard with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. And Lillard gets it to go. And the Trailblazers lead by 19.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position, to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Here's LeBron, and he comes up with the deuce. James has got 22.
LeBron exploiting the defense once again, knowing when to slash, and gets himself to the rim.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Trailblazers.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Enes Kanter.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Lillard with the bucket.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Here's LeBron. Here's Kuzma. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Anthony.
And this happens when Kuzma is aggressive. When he's looking to score, he makes the D react.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. And here are the Trailblazers now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. "20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Little can't hit. Now LeBron, pass to McKinney, stolen by Kanter. From deep, off the mark. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg.
MVP award.
Is it Julius Erving, Allen Iverson, Moses Malone, or Joel Embiid?
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting to... All right, a chance to check out stats for Luka Doncic.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. We've got Damian Lillard. Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Pass to Covington. Here's Trent. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Now, here's Doncic, coming off a stellar performance against Boston. And here at the midway point of the year, lots of guys banged up, Clark. Is it hard to decide when to play through and then maybe not to play, when to sit?
Yeah, you know, that's a good question, Kevin. And a lot of times it's about pain tolerance, the severity of the injury. Is it something that you can play with that won't linger on and you don't have the possibility of further injury? Those are the factors that go into playing hurt or playing in pain.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Bangs home the trifecta. Doncic has got 5.
You know, he's a capable shooter from outside, guys, and for Doncic, I think it's a matter of just shooting with confidence all the time.
Doncic against Lillard. Kanter inside, and he banks in the layup. Kanter's got his second basket of the game.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 5. And yes, it's good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Now here's Porzingis after the miss from Damian Lillard. Finney-Smith kicks to Porzingis. Kleba the pass to Finney-Smith. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Johnson, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Simons, he's checked in for Portland. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way. A step.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Powell, the pass to Brunson. And that one, good. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Dallas shooting their first free throw of the night here. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Outside Anthony. Here's Trent. Richardson covering. Back to Anthony. Unloads. That one wide left.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Hardaway kicks to Johnson. Brunson with a clean look. Cans it from downtown. Brunson's got 6.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And it's denied. They get it back. They shoot again. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Now Brunson. He's coming off a 22-point game against Boston. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters. That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. He's perfect from the line this time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And here's Brunson. 6 points for him. Pass to Powell. Back to Brunson. That's tipped. Here's Trent. 2 points. That one goes. He has 6.
I like the fact he had his head up immediately looking to make the dish down the floor. Get rid of it quickly.
Here's Richardson. And it's off the back rim. No good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Mavericks. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is stiff.
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, Anthony is out there with Hood. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's rebounded by Dallas. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Basket good. Lillard's got 6.
What strength from Lillard, just not allowing the defense to have the last word. And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school, Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
A different look for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Richardson. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. Derek Jones comes in for Anthony Simons.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward. They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. And now we've got a chance to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers. And what has been the trend for Luka Doncic?
And you can see how much he's improved as a distributor over the past few years. He takes a lot of pride in his passing. Keeping his teammates involved and being a creator out there is really important.
Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep him there is to build a championship caliber team around him. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Lillard finds Anthony. Here's Trent. Pass to Lillard. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
When you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
From past the arc.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Good work defensively by Lillard. That shot off. Nice D from Doncic. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Anthony. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. The three for Doncic. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Up top, Covington, guarded by Powell. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
You know, Covington's ability to space the floor and his length at the defensive end is something every team is looking for. He is the prototypical 3-and-D player in my mind.
Richardson, he's checked in for Dallas. And both free throws good for Covington. 55 seconds left to play in the first half. Now, here's Doncic. He's covered closely. Out to the right wing. Finney-Smith. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Here's Covington. That shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got the game tied up here for Dallas.
Well, you can't allow Porzingis to get this positioning, guys. I mean, he's too big and skilled, and he showed it there.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Porzingis with the block. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance. Richardson, no luck. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Covington with the ball. But they recover it.
You know, it's good seeing Porzingis work really hard on the defensive end.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Luka Doncic surprised many people with how ready he was. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And the pass to Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. And here is Doncic. Here's Kleba. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And it's blocked. But they get it back. Covington dishes to Kanter. Here's Lillard. 6 points for him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Cauley Stein's checked in. Trent can't hit.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
That puts them in the lead. Doncic has got the first bucket of the third here for the Mavs.
But you know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their game. Deadly from the mid-range.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Brunson's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Hood's checked in.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Kleba up top, defended by Covington. Finney-Smith tips it back in, and the Mavericks lead by 4.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And he makes that one. Lillard's got 8.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Covington's shot is off. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Kleba with it. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Brunson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Lillard against Brunson. Lillard misses. Dallas leading by 4. The shot's good.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
The Trailblazers shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. And there's 1:45 left to play here in the third. Here's Lillard, and he converts the layup. 10 points for him.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Here's Richardson. Here's Cauley Stein. Pass to Brunson. The shot by Kleba. Wide open. That 3 off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Jones. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jones has got his second bucket of the night.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Burke, the pass to Marjanovic. That one falls. Marjanovic has got his first 2 points of the night.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Put on the wing. Over to the left wing. Passes it to Simons. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. The layup off target. Marjanovic down low, over Little, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Nasir Little picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Simons surveying the D. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. He feeds it to Little. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Mavericks ahead, up by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, they've got Anthony. He's out there with Rodney Hood. And it's Cantor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber comes in for Johnson. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And Portland with a change here, too. Jones checked in for Rodney Hood. Anthony, chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
The Mavericks leading. Doncic outside. And Doncic throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And that one drops.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now, here's Doncic. Richardson trying to break loose. Hangs. Doncic, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And stolen by Richardson. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. And a switch here also for Portland. Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. Doncic looking it over. Off target from 3-point range.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
The putback. Porzingis with the rebound. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. A 2-point game. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Offensive rebound, Cantor. Doncic against Lillard. And the rejection by Marjanovic. There's the 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Hardaway. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you got to give Hardaway Jr. credit, guys. I mean, he's excellent at finding ways to get to a spot and then make the defense compromise.
Hardaway hits them both. Trailblazers trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Trent. Richardson covered. Trent passes to Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Doncic dishes to Richardson. 5 on the clock. Kicks to Hardaway. From deep 3-point range, and it's Portland with the rebound. On the wing, Jones. Guarded by Hardaway. Jones against Hardaway. The pass to Trent. It's a 2 from Lillard. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic has got 6 rebounds in the game. From deep. And it's rebounded by Covington.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Oh, boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Lillard outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Boy, and just look at what Damian Lillard is doing.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
A putback. It counts.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Cantor kicks to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. Got it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
It's that time of year, All-Star season. So your next question meshes the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with All-Stars. In the show, Will dreamt about playing one-on-one against which NBA All-Star?
Was it Nick Van Exel, Isaiah Thomas, Scottie Pippen, or Steve Nash?
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lou Williams.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Robert Covington out there with Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at shooting guard. And for the Clippers, Baca is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. Lillard against Beverley. And it's Lillard missing. And here's Beverley. He brings it up for the Clippers. Nobody near Leonard. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Lillard. And he drops it in from the low post. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
Lillard fires away from way outside. The Trailblazers rebound. Cantor kicks to Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
And it's Leonard missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's Lillard missing.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
No good with the triple. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And Beverly kicks to Ibaka. Takes the three. And again, it's the Clippers missing. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Trent, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
Lou Williams is checked in for Patrick Beverly. Hood's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Lillard. Hood drives in, and it's blocked by Ibaka. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's George. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you, the option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Simons surveying the D. Cantor trying to free himself up.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner. You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on this team. It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
And it's Leonard missing.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
And it's Simons missing.
And Simons a bit undersized at that 2-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
55 seconds left in the first quarter, and Ibaka slams it in.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
And Jones has it in the corner. Leonard with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The shot's good from Cantor.
Oh, I love to see the bigs who run the floor on fast breaks. Cantor typically plays with a high activity level.
Batum with the three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 5 rebounds tonight. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Covington.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
George goes back up. And he connects with the jumper. George has got 7 points.
And I like the anticipation of George on the glass there. A veteran sense of where the miss is going.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
I look to the times where
Bragy's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the 2 guard.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is, one play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Again, Los Angeles. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Hood, the pass to Kanter. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 3-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard. The Clippers in the lead. Morris outside. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And as long as you do that, you put yourself in a good position to win, no matter if you're home or away.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And Portland has possession. It's a 3-point game. Looking to get it going. And Lillard with the lay-in. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
The shot's good from Kennard.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Lillard against Beverly. The Clippers grab the miss.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Zubac, the pass to Beverly. Tries again. And the shot goes in. And now a 6-point Clipper lead.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And then Lillard slams it in.
And don't sleep on Lillard's vertical. When he's going strong to the bucket, he's capable of throwdowns like these.
Beverly looking around. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And Lillard throws it down.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. With his speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
This one for 3. Cranes the 3-pointer. And it's now only a 1-point Los Angeles lead.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Beverly. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
Lillard against Zubac. It's good.
And his shot, has come around. For most of the first quarter, it looked like he might be in for a long night.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Misses the 3. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
LA has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Jackson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Luke Kennard. And George is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Simons, the pass to Lillard. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Paul George.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And Jones sends it back. Jackson finds Leonard. Batum wide open. He fires. Los Angeles with another miss. No good that time. And a chance now to send it over to Dave. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greeting. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the... And that's...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
They've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in at the center filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And it's George missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Down low, Simons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Portland, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Now here's Beverley. Tight defense on him. Count that one. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Well, that's what they want to see out of Beverley. Decisive basketball. Nice, aggressive drive to the cup.
Put on the wing. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And so Beverley will bring it up for the Clippers. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. They hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. Here's Simons. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the Clippers making a change here. Williams is checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Williams. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. The shot by George, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pulls up. The Clippers grab the miss. Outside Leonard. Ibaka. And Ibaka is right there. Ibaka's got 6 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Inside. And it's Simons missing.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
Nobody near George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers. Here's Simons, and he slams it one-handed.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
And Williams, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And such a nimble ball handler. Williams makes quick work of getting down the lane, and he'll drive all night long if they let him.
Here's Simons. He's guarded by Williams. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka. And Morris subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Trent. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Williams passes to Zubac. That one drops for him. He's got 10.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
A minute 42 left to play in the third.
And they continue to control the glass.
The 3 from George. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Trent. Morris with the rebound.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay.
Leonard the pass to Zubac. And here's George for 3. Drills the three-pointer. George has got 13.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Simons. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for the Clippers. And a switch here also for Portland. Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. And Leonard stays with it. And the Clippers lead by 13.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 19-6 run. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And here's George for 3. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And he's leaning on the three-point shot a little more in this half. Only had 1 before the break, but he's got 3 of them since then.
Lillard outside. From deep. And no good. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We come back.
It's a long game. It's a long game.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland, they've got Enes Kanter. Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
All right, I'm telling you, don't let Lillard get in rhythm. Once he's feeling it, he's going to burn you on every possession.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
For the Clippers, Serge Ibaka. He's checked in for Zubac. And it's Batum in for Morris. Lillard against Beverley. Shoots over Lillard. Pass to Beverley. Three-pointer. The shot will not fall. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. A second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Even when contact comes Beverly's way, I mean, he's a pro at finishing, absorbing it so well on these shots.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Portland no good that time either.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
The three from George. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And the first one drops. Lou Williams is checked in for the Clippers. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Portland. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
The three from George. Left side, Ibaka. Ibaka drawing the double team. From deep, George hits the three-point bomb. George has got 19 points.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here's Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in.
And look at that, the touch of Lillard inside, so impressive. He's terrific at generating points.
Williams against Lillard. And he makes good on the layup.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Nobody near Lillard. No good on the three.
Look, the more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
And it's George missing.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Anthony kicks to Lillard. From downtown, drills it from outside. 24 points for him.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
Williams with the ball. Can't recover. Williams can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 14. Lillard looking around. Cantor trying to free himself up, but they recover it. Right wing, Lillard outside. Kept alive.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Portland's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Clippers.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for George.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
It's good from long range. And the Clippers lead by 12.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Lillard fires away from way outside. From deep three-point range, off target. So the Clippers winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
All-Star, which city will host the 2021 NBA All-Star Game?
Is it Miami, Atlanta, Orlando, or Oklahoma City?
We're not going, but this city is very fun.
We'll be there.
Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Marc Gasol is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's LeBron James, and it's Matthews in at the shooting guard. And for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard, Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Derek Jones, and it's Trent in at the 2 spot. Now here's James after the miss from Damian Lillard. That shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Greg, it's going to be a battle of the boards tonight, and you know what that's like. He played alongside some great rebounders.
No doubt about it. Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley. I mean, Brian Grant, a lot of guys that earn their living wearing that hard hat.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
LeBron outside to the middle. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by James.
And that's a nice pass. The patience of LeBron to let the play develop.
Now here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle. He brought energy. And he brought it on the glass.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Now here's James. Coming off 31 points last game. All alone. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Lillard dishes to Covington. Back to Lillard. Cans it from short range. Lillard's got 6.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now here's James. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. For 3, Caldwell-Pope. And Kanter pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Kuzma passes to LeBron. Kuzma kicks to James. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, off contact, I'll take LeBron pretty much every time. Can't beat that kind of strength and body control.
Now here's Lillard. He has 6, and there it is for him. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the inside, Caldwell-Pope, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And Caldwell-Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
Lillard attacking. Kanter, and Kanter able to finish.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
LeBron passes to Kuzma. A 3-pointer off the mark. Portland leading by 4. Covington finds Lillard. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Kanter trying to free himself up.
You got to keep an eye out for LeBron. He may be lurking. What a block that one was.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
It's a shot you would think he would make. He just doesn't make it all the time.
The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
A different look now for Portland. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Hood comes in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Lakers trail by 5. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Nailed from three-point land. Caldwell Pope's got his second bucket of the night.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Here's Cantor. Nails the baby hook.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Caruso, the pass to Caldwell Pope. No good on the triple.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
And Cantor drops them both.
And, you know, Cantor can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the first. It's tipped. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Finishes the break with a slam.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Harrell is out there with Morris. Then it's Contavious Caldwell Pope, and it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward. Here's Simons. Second chance shot. Hood, the pass to Anthony. Over Morris. Off the left rim and out. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and they take the lead. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 1 now for Los Angeles. Hood deciding where to go with it. Anthony against Morris. To the wing right side. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. And the Lakers also making a change. James is checked in. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Robert Covington picks one up.
The defender gets caught in a bad position. LeBron powerful enough to convert through contact. Let's see what he does at the line.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Matthews, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. Lillard fires away from way outside. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's LeBron. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that, unless you were on the same team.
Marc Gasol probably never won any dunk contests, but he can still put you on a poster.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard with it, and then Lillard slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. James looking it over. And the dunk by James.
The king, timeless, saying, I'm going to keep doing what I do until they catch up with me.
A minute 50 left to play here in the half. Lillard from outside. The shot missing. Great D that time from LeBron. And the dunk by James.
If you're the defense, you have to get back. LeBron, a monster out in the open court.
Here's Lillard. 12 points for him. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Covington.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
There's the feed to Gasol. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Lillard. Rebound the Lakers. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, not a fan of moral victories, but that game in a lot of ways was a confidence booster for them because they really didn't have it that night and yet still had a chance.
It's a testament to their character. They never gave up and fought their way back into it. They have to be happy with that at least.
44 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Hood finds Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage, skilled at drawing contact.
The Trailblazers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. And he sinks the second. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. James outside. The wide open look here for Kuzma. They get it back, and it's good for 2. Harrell's got his first bucket of the night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
16 seconds left in the first half. The shot's good from Cantor.
Wow, the decisiveness is good to see. Cantor sensing when to slash and executing the pick and roll flawlessly.
To the paint, here's Harrell. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 4 assists in the game.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Lillard. And we finished one half of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points, 2. And that.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Robert Covington out there with Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the 2 guard. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. LeBron James on the wing. Stripped it away. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell Pope. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. 9-point game. Lillard surveying the D. Inside, and Kanter throws it down.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 6 assists in the game. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Down low, here's Kanter. A beautiful reverse layup. Kanter's got 4 this quarter.
And really inside the paint is where Kanter thrives. His dominant approach lets him just own that space.
Now here's LeBron. He's tightly guarded. A putback. Portland grabs the miss. Lillard attacking, and that one drops for him. Lillard's got 18 points.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Lakers working the ball around now. To the middle. Here's Gasol. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Kanter's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Lillard. It's blocked.
Though he won't block a lot of shots, Kyle with terrific defense that time read that one all the way. I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And the former Utah Ute, Kyle Kuzma, can play either forward spot. Has a good blend, Smitty, of size and speed.
Yes, Kevin, but right now I prefer him at the 4. The reason why, he can stretch the floor, but he can tack a lot of those big forwards. And his shooting, it will get consistent as the years go on.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And Gasol sends it back.
Gasol with those long arms is a shot blocking expert, especially down low.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Lakers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And he makes the first. And Portland making a change here. Hood's checked in. And both free throws good for Harrell.
Every coach would appreciate having Montrezl Harrell on their roster. Plays unselfish, does the dirty work, and gives his team an edge.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Caruso kicks to Caldwell Pope. Launches a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's Jones, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Caldwell Pope.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First free throw is good. And so Jones nails both of them. Lakers leading by 6. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. And James throws it down.
The raw power of James excels at taking on physical defense and finishing.
Simons surveying the D. There's the dish to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the block, and they pick up 2. Jones has got 4 this quarter. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's James. Here's Kuzma. Caldwell Pope left side. Off target with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 6. Simons the pass to Cantor. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Cantor's got 14 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
James outside to the paint, stolen by Cantor. Here's Simons. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's Carmelo Anthony on the way. And Gasol sends it back. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in. That one good for 2. He's got 17.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Lillard outside. From deep. The putback. Know what? They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Morris is out there with Harrell, and it's LeBron James, and it's Caruso in at the point guard position. Back to LeBron. Bank shot, no good. Trailblazers trail by 6. Ball going up court. And it's Simons missing.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
James against Lillard. Back to LeBron. Here's Harrell. Pass to Caruso. Tries again. Harrell trying to free himself up. Harrell on the foul.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Harrell's energy is what helps him collect second chance opportunities.
Lillard way outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Loads it up there for Harrell.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Lillard way outside. Cantor, rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. James kicks to Harrell. Back to LeBron. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Up the floor. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Damian Lillard.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Three-pointer, Lillard buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got it back down to single digits for the Trailblazers. Here's Caruso. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
And if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard is always around the top. He can drain those pull-up jumpers as well as anybody in our league.
LeBron passes to Harrell. For three. Caruso, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Second shot opportunity. Kanter finds Lillard. For the three. Rebound by Harrell.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Back to James. And stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And stolen by LeBron. Horton Tucker. The pass to LeBron. Stolen by Kanter.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. The wing jumper off target.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Nobody near Lillard. Portland no good that time either.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
James can't connect from 14 feet out. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Out to the right wing. Horton Tucker's shot is off. Now Lillard. From deep three-point range, no good. And so the Lakers take the win. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Unlimited $250,000 tournament.
You won't want to miss it, and remember, follow us on social media for extras and for your top players.
Now a look at the stats for Luka Doncic.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Robert Covington. Also Enes Kanter out there. Damian Lillard out there with Derek Jones. And it's Trent in at the 2 spot. Now here's Porzingis, banked in off the glass.
Well, tracking down rebounds with ease. Kristaps Porzingis, outstanding mobility.
Now Lillard, and the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. Well, for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Here's Lillard, following the score by Josh Richardson. And the basket by Lillard.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Now, here's Doncic. He's coming off a 31-point game against Boston. And that one, good.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleber grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleber texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
Now, here's Doncic, following the miss by Porzingis. Good on the shot.
Well, that's about decision-making and being comfortable in the pick and roll. For Luka, he's been there and done that.
Lillard against Doncic. Picked away. Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance. Doncic outside, unloads from 9. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Porzingis feeling it out of it. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about the height and the length and the athleticism of Kristaps Porzingis? Barely has to jump to throw that down.
Now here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Denver.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Richardson, good.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 14-4 run right now. From deep. And it's Doncic missing. Trailblazers trail by 10. Here's Lillard. Here's Kanter. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Kleber with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Richardson outside. Inside. Porzingis uses the glass to finish the layup.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Lillard outside. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
13 feet away. And it's Portland with the rebound. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
Yeah, it was a narrow win. But at that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
Oh, no doubt. Playing aggressively, forcing the action, that often works in your favor, and it did the last time around.
Good on the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Trent. Back to Lillard. They need this one. And it's good on the way in. Lillard's got 6.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll return shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
On the floor for Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Johnson. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Powell in at the 5 spot.
I think we know this about Rodney Hood. He will play hard on both ends of the floor, and he's a lethal shooter from range.
Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Hardaway with a wide-open look. The three-pointer no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Hood, it's good on the putback. Hood's got it back down to within single digits for the Trailblazers.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Brunson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Simons. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint. And make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Cauley-Stein kicks to Brunson. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Johnson, the pass to Powell. Dallas moving the ball around. Brunson, no good. Trailblazers trail by 8. Jones drives in over Hardaway. Here's Cantor with the tip.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now the pass to Brunson. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Johnson against Jones. Cantor inside. The 9-footer's on the mark. Cantor's got his first bucket in this one. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
Out to Hardaway. Johnson outside to the inside. Here's Cauley Stein. Unable to get that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Listen, I don't fault the effort. That was there all night. It was the quality of play that was lacking. There was not a ton of cohesion. They've got to figure it out.
Here's Hood. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. While we have a quick chance here, let's now take a look at some point guards who have been dead on target from the floor over the course of the past 10 games. And you look at Brunson. So solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
You know, that intelligence is really their hallmark. Always taking the smart shot, never forcing it when it's not there. You know, that's how they're able to keep their percentages so high. That and the fact that they can flat out shoot it.
Anthony against Kleba. The drive by Anthony. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis, and the shot goes in. Porzingis has got 8 points.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Yes, that goes in.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Dallas leading by 8.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Porzingis finds Doncic. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Well, you want to talk about a picture-perfect jumper. Luka Doncic knows a thing or two about getting into the mid-range.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. Win or lose, Kenny, the Mavericks have been one of the more stable organizations in the... And that'll...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
They've got Enes Kanter, Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Trent in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. And Doncic, here we go. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. Robert Covington picks one up. Dallas shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Well, Luka Doncic, from the moment he stepped between the lines in the NBA, has flashed incredible potential and skill.
Doncic against Lillard. Shoots over Doncic. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Lillard.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Fires it up. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Luka Doncic is in distinguished company because his game is so far advanced for his age.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protection. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Pass to Cantor. Back to Lillard. Here's Trent. Richardson covering. Passes it to Lillard. Lets the three fly. Kleber with the rebound.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
To the middle. Here's Jones. And Jones slams it in.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
The feed to Doncic. Poke loose. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Jacks up a three. And it's Lillard missing.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Richardson finds Porzingis. Back to Richardson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Dallas again missing. And it's Jones with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 11. And the dunk by Covington.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Had the space there, but it's offline. Lillard against Doncic. Cantor's shot is off.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Doncic outside. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Count it.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And a look now at a few years worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for Damian Lillard.
And the improvement he's shown as a passer is really noticeable. He's developed a much better understanding of how to spread the basketball around and how to keep the offense clicking. And he's a much better player because of it.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in. Burke with it. Now Anthony defending. Kicks it out to Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Burke can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 9. This is his first free throw of the game.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
You know, that's an interesting point about Carmelo. One of the most prolific free throw shooters in the history of the game. Spends a lot of time at the stripe.
Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Here's Burke. Hardaway. The second chance points on the tip in. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Well, I think Hardaway Jr. has the kind of athleticism that allows him to be a contributor on the backboards.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Little dishes to Anthony. There's the pass to Simons. Back to Anthony. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's Dallas. They lead by 9. And let's listen to head coach Terry Stotts review the game plan with his guys.
We're getting stops after that start. We've been...
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court for the Mavericks, Cauley Stein is out there with Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. Powell kicks to Brunson. Launches it. That one doesn't drop. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And it's Simons missing. Mavericks leading by 9. To the paint. Hardaway passes to Powell. Anthony on the double team. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Dallas shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Johnson kicks to Brunson. Back to Johnson. Dishes it to Powell. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Covington finds Anthony. Fires from deep. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter's checked in for Hood, and it's Damian Lillard in for Fernie Simons. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Zinkas, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Johnson. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Doncic outside. Pass to Porzingis, stolen by Kanter. Nobody near Lillard. Good on the three-point shot.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Dallas leading by 10. And Doncic, here we go. Here's Porzingis. Nifty move. Here is Lillard. Down low, Kanter. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Kanter's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Trailblazers. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Got a hand on it.
Encouraging to see Kanter trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Doncic outside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Doncic has got 21 in the game.
Just another way, Luka Doncic is such a tough cover. This guy's knack for getting into the painted area and converting both easy shots and contested shots.
They get it back. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Porzingis.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
But to me, guys, you've got to know who you are. And Enes Kanter has a great sense of what he does well. Excellent low post game, superb rebounder, understands how to use his body. I love this guy.
Jones checked in for Portland. Lillard against Doncic. And the basket is good.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Kanter against Porzingis. Passes it to Lillard. From deep. Offensive rebound.
You know, you have to like the activity from your superstar. Anthony staying involved even off the basketball.
Here's Doncic. Right side Porzingis, stolen by Kanter.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip. And this is why Melo gets the big bucks. A lot of players will shy away from an important shot, but Melo wanted to be in that position.
Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Lillard misses. Here's Dallas. They've led by as many as 14 points. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And good, he nails it. And now an 8-point Dallas lead.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Kleba finds Doncic. From the arc. Drops in the tray.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And Jones with the stuff.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous football.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
My team in NBA 2K21 and use Streamcast to catch all the action. You won't want to miss it. Now, take it away, 2KMC.
And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared to go to work on the road. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Paul George.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Here are the five for the Clippers. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. And for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter, Robert Covington out there with Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. Oh, he delivers that with
I can't believe it.
force.
I cannot believe that.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. Jones finds Kanter. Here's Trent. And it's pretty clear that Adam Silver would like to implement, Chris, a mid-season tournament. What do you think would motivate teams for something like that?
Man, it depends, Kevin. It could be money, or it could make the games count extra, or different seeding or position of seeding in the playoffs. These days, I guess it wouldn't hurt to try.
Lillard attacking. Lays it up off the glass.
D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to driving inside.
Lillard comes with the double team. Here's Ibaka. That misses off the backboard. The Trailblazers have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Here's Lillard. Here's Cantor. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
And the 3 ball is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
Don't sleep on Lillard's vertical. When he's going strong to the bucket, he's capable of throwdowns like these.
The deep 3 from George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Back to Lillard. Lets it go with a 3. Batum grabs the miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
In the corner, George with it. Up top, Leonard, defended by Jones. And that one goes long. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Trent. And that comes off the assist by Jones. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Nobody near George. They grab their own miss.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
Tough to win games like that on the road, even with all the great work they did.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Leonard, no luck.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Pass to Simons. Hood against George.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that one's a stunner.
And the Clippers miss again.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Hood drives in. Outside Covington. Portland moving the ball around. Deep 2 from Anthony. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. There's the triple. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
And that's what led them to a blowout win. Offensively, they were solid, but their defense was what really carried them.
The drive by Anthony.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
It's not going to go for him. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Oh, had the defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
They've got Anthony. Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Simons in at the point guard. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Shot clock at 5. Morris, no good. Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Kanter. Double clutches. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Crafty pump fake by Cantor right there. Outwitted the defender and won himself a trip to the line.
Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific play.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Here's Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Oh, the awareness on display. Hood just isn't a good scorer. He's also skilled at getting it to his open teammates.
Williams scanning the floor. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Simons. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Jackson down low. Covered by Hood. Jackson passes to Zubac. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Simons. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Williams passes to Zubac. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Enes Kanter.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Lillard against Beverly. And the basket by Lillard.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
Beverly with the ball. Lillard picks him up. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Serge Ibaka.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Passes to Lillard. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Here's Trent. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Jones has got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Batum finds Beverly. Now here's Zubac. And it's blocked.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Kanter has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Trent. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Beverly, the pass to Kennard. And here is Zubac. And there's the pass to Beverly. Here's Kennard. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Beverly for 3. But they'll get another chance. On the wing, Batum. Back to Ibaka. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Trent. And now here comes Jones leading the break. That one doesn't go. Ibaka with some nice D. And stolen by Lillard. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were always within striking distance.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Ibaka is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position.
A rapper off the court, number 0 from the town, an elite point guard. And he has plenty of personality. He's a fun guy to be around.
Both free throws good from Lillard.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Beverly against Lillard. Beverly the pass to Ibaka. Nobody near Leonard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Oh, that's just a lucky break for the deep deal. Keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
So for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. George passes to Zubac. Excellent D from Cantor. Trailblazers leading by 10. Three-pointer, Lillard. The three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Man, once Lillard gets going, it's fun to watch. I mean, he attacks with such ferocity.
To halt the run, and Williams lays it in.
An 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
Lillard against Williams. Now, here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You better respect the interior game a little. If he gets deep inside, he forces the defense to hit him.
Chris, you had some great battles with those guys in the 2020 Hall of Fame class, like Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett. I know you're going to join them in Springfield in the Hall of Fame soon as well.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. It was an honor playing against these guys. You know, when you think about Kobe and the Mamba mentality, as a friend, you just miss that competitive spirit, and it was an honor to call him an opponent and a friend. Tim Duncan, you had to be prepared when you went up against him and his great Spurs team. And same with Kevin Garnett, just energy and passion, and one of my favorite players of all time. So it was an honor playing against them, and an honor to call them friends.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Williams with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Outside Leonard. Inside, Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Covington wide open. He fires. The Trailblazers with the new shot clock.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Clippers trail by 13. Now George. 13 points in the game. Pass to Zubac. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Reggie Jackson's checked in for George. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. Jackson misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Anthony nowhere around. And that one hits back iron. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 13-point game.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
Simons, the pass to Hood. Guarded by Jackson. Here's Simons. Lock at 6. Little gets the bucket.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
Anthony against Morris. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morris has got his first points in this one.
How about the strength of Morris, shrugging off the D and nailing the shot?
Put on the wing. "46 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lays it up and banks it in. Hood's got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers.
I like it whenever Hood takes initiative. Not just settling for the shot, but making things happen.
Ibaka down low. Over to the wing. Beverley wide open. Offline with his 3.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
To the left side wing. Pass to Hood. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Makes it off the glass. Anthony's got 6.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And so it's Portland. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer. Has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland, Anthony is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Derek Jones, and it's Simons in at the 1. Another shot. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Williams.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Lillard with it. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard goes to work in the screen and roll. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, you pretty much pick your poison with him in these sets.
And here's George for 3. Not going to go that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Jones kicks to Cantor. Back to Jones. Passes it to Lillard. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. The shot's good from Cantor.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. Trailblazers leading by 17. Lillard, the pass to Trent. Back to Lillard. the 11-footer, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Here's Williams. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. Lillard against Williams. The pass to Trent. On the wing, Jones. Over in the corner, Lillard. Covington down low. Defended by Batum. Pass to Jones. Lillard from outside. Good on the triple. Lillard's got 7 points for the quarter.
His three-point shooting is an important part of his game. Lillard has to hit that shot all night if he wants to keep the D honest.
Williams gets the bucket.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Lillard surveying the D. Chris, today's coaches have a different way to get through to their players compared to some coaches of the past.
Well, yeah, I think, you know, this culture is different. Guys don't want to be yelled at when they're giving their all. They want to try to find a solution instead of getting emotional about it. So I think, yeah, the emotional aspect at some point has been alleviated. I think guys want to enjoy going to work every day and having a boss that they can discuss and figure it out with. I don't think the NBA is any different.
From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Trailblazers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lillard.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that's it.
Batum passes to Zubac. And Cantor pulls it down. And here are the Trailblazers. Some momentum with a 15-2 run underway. Here's Lillard. And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 30.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.